Transcribing these cucumbers and
standards for the ESPN UK.
Demonstrate what you don't do. Straight away. You leave it for a minute. I'm doing it every after. We just do this. Yeah. Does it show sort of things twice that I started? It's not like she's on the replays. When you listen to it, you're like, I'm doing well to get that. What's it called? Oh yeah. Yeah, you're probably just thinking your time code. Yeah. Is it? So it's going to be low level. That's the problem.
I'll either get 2 questions or maybe go to get 2.
4 or 5.
5 into 1.
Yeah, exactly. 2 in it. So it'll be. You.
Oh yeah.
Hi, morning.
Ready for your coffee?
Yeah. Andoni, first of all, what message have you got for the fans now in terms of what they can expect from you, style of play, what you're hoping to produce here at Liverpool?
It's a great question for the first one. I would like to give them a team that they can feel proud of. I think football, and especially Liverpool for me, is about connecting with the people, connecting with our supporters. I've been in the other side at Anfield. I've experienced, I always say, the goal that Kies scored in the first game of the past season, where you can feel the stadium. And I would love to have this every game we play. And it has to come from us, from inside the pitch. And we have to be a team that we know works hard, intense, aggressive, vertical, so everyone can be identified. Everyone can feel comfortable, supporting this team.
In terms of that then as well, what do you feel the squad needs in terms of reinforcements?
Yeah, obviously we've signed 2 players already, but we need more players. We know this. The club is working on this. Me as a coach, selfishly, you want the players here the day one, ready to train from the preseason. But we understand that football doesn't work like this, no? And I know the club is working hard to get those signings, and I'm trying obviously to help also.
And just to gauge where the current group is at, what conversations have you had? I'm thinking, have you spoken to Arne Slot about what happened last season? Also the likes of Virgil van Dijk, the likes of Alisson as well. Have you spoken to them? Because they're 2 players as well with just 12 months left on their contract.
Yes, I've spoken, especially with all the players that have been in the World Cup, that especially the ones that have already been eliminated and are enjoying their holidays. I didn't want to disturb them or bother them while the World Cup was ongoing, but I think have been very good conversation. I'm also using this couple of weeks I've had before we start properly the first team trainings to talk with a lot of people around that work every day here, and those are the ones that are helping me create, I think, a good environment so our players can perform and can, let's say, we can maximize their abilities. Okay, thank you.
Carl, should we go next? Can you just say who you are and the organisation you're from, please, Carl? Just the first one.
Carl Mark from the Press Association. Welcome, Andoni.
Thank you.
Just talk about that. Do you understand what it means to be a Liverpool manager? You say you've spoken to people about around the club. Do you understand what the job needs?
Yeah, I want to think I understand. Probably until you are not here and until I don't go through certain experiences, I will not fully know. But I'm here to experience those situations. I'm ready for it. I understand this is a massive club. Everything that I'm gonna say now, it's gonna go to big scrutiny. You have to be very aware of the mistakes, but I wouldn't like also to be too careful. You know, I would like to act quite normal. We were talking to Tony now. I'm not gonna live in my bubble, just training ground, home. I would like also to go to the city, experience the city. I know some places I will have to take some pictures, or I will have to, but it's part also of the magic, no, of being the Liverpool manager, and I would like not to change too much.
You spoke about talking to some of the players. What's your assessment of the squad you have inherited, and have you had a chance to look at maybe last season and where things didn't go right for them?
Yes, obviously I talked to the players, I talked to the staff, I talked about the things that were working very well, things that we think we can do differently. I wouldn't say better, differently. I think is different. I have the advantage that probably players already know what we are gonna demand in terms of style of play, but we will have time to know each other. One thing is to know a player, to talk to a player, to ask him, okay, where do you feel more comfortable in this position, in this other one? Where do you see yourself? Because I'm making the players these questions so I can understand them and I can. But after, I will see them train. I will make some tests during preseason. I will feel things and then I will take decisions from there.
Just follow up on that. You're about trying to know the players. How much will the World Cup impact you as a new manager trying to learn about your new players when they're going to come back into all bits and bobs?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
You're a new, obviously, new manager working with new players. Some of those players are going to come back later than others to the World Cup. How much does that make your job more difficult?
I think it is what it is. We cannot change it. I think players deserve a break. The ones that have been in the World Cup, they deserve at least their 3 weeks, so they can enjoy their time with friends, family, thinking other things, even physically. Some of them, they need a rest after a very busy season. And I think I'm looking at the positives almost, because I've had now 1 week to see every training from the under-21s. We've had some of the players from the first team willing to come a little bit before, so they are already in a better shape to start. Already today that they didn't have to come, I've seen 2 or 3 that I haven't seen before, that they are already here, ready for the testing tomorrow. So I think this progressive introduction also will allow me maybe to get more in touch with every player, and also will give, especially the young players, some players that have been on loan, more minutes during preseason. First part of preseason basically is going to be with a lot of players from the academy, players that in other situation maybe I wouldn't know as well, and now I will have the chance to get them to know personally, training every day with them in some friendlies, and it's going to be good information for me.
Hi, Julia from BBC Radio Merseyside. Harvey, Elliot's returns. He had a strange season for him last season. It didn't turn out how many anticipated. Do you see a situation where Harvey Elliott's future is now at Liverpool again?
Definitely Harvey is here with us. He has come also. I've seen him with this eagerness of showing himself, getting himself ready again. He will have a chance during the preseason. We will need him, and it's a good sign. He came 1 week earlier. He's been training with the under-21s, and I hope we can see him in a good place. No, I think Harvey comes from, especially last season, had to be very difficult for him because it was a strange situation where basically they couldn't even put him to play, and I think he uses this like what he has experienced, the bad situation he has experienced, to make him like even more eager to be a Liverpool player. Yes.
You mentioned the scrutiny that comes
Yeah.
with being, at Liverpool. Can you be the same coach as you always have been, or do you have to change now?
I will try to be the same coach. I understand. I will maybe make mistakes here. I will say things that I shouldn't. But you cannot be all the time, thinking exactly. Don't tell this. Don't. I think you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself, and I will try to be. Obviously, I cannot say everything here to you. There are some things that you can keep. You have to keep private, but especially with the players. No, I know that we will have big personalities, big egos, but I will try not to change with them also. Yes.
Hi, Andoni.
Hiya.
From ESPN. Just following on from that, in terms of your character, your personality,
Yeah.
what can fans expect from you? What kind of personality or character would you say that you have as a Mexican?
I said the most difficult question probably, no? Is try to describe yourself. I don't like to do this at all. I think you have the advantage that you've already seen me 3 years at least in the Premier League. I think everyone kind of, some of them will know me better, the others maybe they don't know me, but the people involved in football, more or less, they will know what we are going to try to do. Obviously I understand that this is Liverpool. We have to change some things. We have to change a little bit, even tactically, even on the pitch, but if they sign me, it's because they want a lot of things that I was doing before in other clubs. So I wouldn't like to change in the pitch the DNA of what have been my teams, and also outside. How I'm going to answer your questions, how I'm going to relate to the supporters, I think I will try to be as natural as possible, and I hope it doesn't change me a lot.
And there's been a lot of change this summer, obviously yourself coming in, and a number of senior players have left, and even maybe a bit of change behind the scenes as well. Do you think, sort of going into next season, what are the expectations? Do you think there has to be an element of patience and maybe a sense of transition, or can you be up there challenging like that?
No, I think we have to accept there are like difficult situations right now in terms of, if I would say, both sides. A lot of senior players leaving, very important players that have achieved almost everything here in the club, and also some of the very important players injured. We haven't started training, and we already have, especially in cases of Ugo Ekitike, Conor Bradley, Giovanni Leoni, long injuries. So in terms of also improving the team, we have to consider, we have to replace very important players that were making very good numbers, and also we have a situation with especially those 3 like big injuries that are going to miss some time, that we also have to find a way to replace. We know that these 3 players, for example, I love them, the 3. They are the long-term solutions, I'm sure. About Conor, about Giovanni, about Ugo, but there is going to be, especially in Ugo's case, a period where we will be without them, and we have to try to find solutions also.
I think you've spoken quite a bit about training vertically,
Yep.
press, high
Yes, I think they have to be our core principles. After we will have a lot of games, a lot of questions that you make me is, no, if you face low blocks and this, I always say is, okay, I prefer to face low blocks in terms of, okay, we will be in control of the games, probably we will concede less chances, we will spend a lot of time in opposition half, and those are the scenarios that we have to find. Some teams, they give you straight away that situation, perfect. Other teams, they don't give it straight away, because they will try also to control the game, to play in your half. I'm looking forward to spend as much time as we can in opposition half, with the ball, without the ball, because I feel we are closer to score than the opposition if it's that the situation.
When obviously the announcement happened last month, there was a bit of talk about having a 2-year deal. I understand that's sort of your preference usually. Can you sort of delve a bit more into that and why you prefer that?
Yeah, 2-year deals, I always say, in terms of coaching, contracts, they don't matter a lot. You know, I don't want to be in a place because I have a contract. Because we are not sure, but you have a contract, stay there. No, it's like, okay, no, I think I signed 2 years, but it's basically year to year. When you are a coach, we've seen a lot of managers that they have a long contracts, and because the club doesn't want, because they don't want, because at the end, when you are a player, it's very important. I think the contract is very important, but when you are a manager, I feel, you know, if they sack you, it's going to be better because they will pay me a little bit more, or, you know, if I haven't worked also, you know, it's like, if you are happy, I'm happy, don't worry, I hope I can stay here 2 years, no, a lot more years. It would mean that I've done a very good job, you know, but I feel we have to earn. Managers, we have to earn every year the right to continue, you know, especially in clubs like Liverpool, but I do it everywhere. I've done it always like this, yes.
Hi, Andoni. I'm Stuart, Talksport International. Last year, Bournemouth played 40 games in the competitions, and Liverpool played 57 games.
Yes.
In terms of managing that extra workload of competing on all 4 fronts and playing that aggressive style that you want to play, how important is the size of your squad in being able to manage that, particularly whether it's first-team players or players from the academy?
Yes, I think it's a big challenge for me. I think it's a big change because here most of the weeks are not going to be clean in terms of we will have a midweek game. I think it's also a great opportunity for the players because I always love to have this kind of seasons as a player. You basically don't train a lot. You play, recover. I think there is a chance to use more players also because it's impossible to deal with this kind of seasons with 13, 14, 15 players. You need all the squad. And there are positives on this, but also we have to get ready because in this kind of hard season, a lot of games, injuries will happen, situations will happen, so we have to get ready in terms of squad depth so we can deal with the demands of the competition, and we can go through those months, especially here in England, December, January, February, you know, those months are really hard, and we have to arrive to those months in a situation where we can deal with them, yes.
Hold on, do the break up next door.
Okay, thank you.